over 1,000 of them are doing this job alone. So he's highly qualified to do what he does. Each soldier will do 200 jumps minimum before he's allowed to conduct a parachute display for you today. Fire one, out in free fall, reach his speed 120 miles an hour, then decelerate down 5 miles an hour in rapid succession. You will then see the parachutes take control of their parachutes and make the airworks do what they need to do. They will then assess the wind, light another smoke, and then make their way back to the drop zone. We affectionately call the drop zone the DZ. They will come downwind, as you see now, the first person under the left side 150 canopy. This is the full canopy that we use for water demos. It's labelled 1 parachute 160, and this is flown by a guest jumper over at Thornton, or Craftsman at Thornton. And he's now flying around and getting into the stacked order, very much like aircraft come into land at Heathrow. So as you can see now, Pilot Leon there, flying the Union flag, leg flag underneath it. He's going to take his flash, ladies and gentlemen, 10 metres out. Setting the wind on his crosswind leg, and he's turning the canopy into wind, ready for his landing. Ladies and gentlemen, he will come into the water and make a nice arrival. Big splash, big round of applause under the really coloured parachute. Round of applause for this guy as he comes into land. We told him no pressure. Land as far out as you want, the Brits will come and get you. They're very good at their job. The last guy that you can see coming in now, this is Lance Corporal William Ford. He is flying the 200 square foot regimental flag, along with smoke from our sponsor, Enola Gay. There's 2 slopes going now, and then Lance Corporal Chris Smith is flying 2 stacks. Underneath the 2 stack is Lance Corporal Jake Manuel's flag. There you go, simultaneous standing station, let's see if Lance Corporal Ford can catch up with the group. 2 stack landing, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of fun. In for their signature arrival maneuver. This is called the Delta Loop. Team led by Sid Shirley, an RAF squadron leader. He's flown the Hawk and Tornado F3 in operational service. He's currently an instructor on the Grog Tutor. He's got around 4,000 hours and leads the team now in its 3rd season. Coming out of a challenging manoeuvre there, these light aircraft are very much affected by the wind, and the pilot's working very hard to remain in formation. Repositioning the aircraft, all of these of course come from hours and hours of practice. Sid now bringing them back for what they call the underside pass, showing the aircraft is planned for. As they exit there, you see number 6 pulling up and rolling away. And the formation is now changing with Raven 4 and 5 moving to form the Stinger. So while Raven 6 positions out of the way to clear the sky, refocus your eyes now back onto the main team, over and high on the right hand side, and they're tipping in now, smoke coming on for the Stinger barrel roll. Deceptively easy looking manoeuvre, but actually extremely difficult. It gets harder the further away you are from the
centre of the formation to do that sort of manoeuvre, and they're doing it very, very well indeed. Yes, there's a left and right A-axis, and then a line, an imaginary line really going straight out in front of you in the ocean, which we call the B-axis, and around that is how we position it. And very often you'll hear us refer to coming in on the 45, and of course, not surprisingly, that's half left and half right. So half left being roughly where HMAS Somerset is, and half right roughly where Brixton is at the moment. And now you understand it. Let's keep your eyes now peeled on the left-hand side, and you'll see Ravens 1, 3, 4, and 5 in box formation. And then Raven 2 now, Steve Lloyd carrying out the cyclone barrel rolling around the formation. Following that big wing over, pulling up very shortly. Great camera sights coming up very shortly after this wing over. And that's the sound of Sid there, leading the formation very calmly, very coolly. All these manoeuvres, of course, all hugely well rehearsed and making it look very, very effortless indeed. Now, stand by with your cameras, here comes the bomb list. Superb. Keep your eyes peeled now to the left-hand side. Ravens 1, 2, and 3. Pulling up. Alright, you hear them all calling tally on each other. That means they have to know exactly where each other is. And look at them now as they come in at closing speed of around 350 miles an hour. Raven 5 and 6 putting up now into the battle loop. Now, if any others in the team, of course, I mentioned that Sid's leaving. Stephen Lloyd, he's Raven 2, he flew Yak 52s in another display team, and they were known as the Ospreys. He's a businessman who blends his business to fit around his flying. He's got around 1,100 flying hours. Raven 3 is Barry Gwynedd. He flew with Raven 2 in the earlier display team. He's used to flying out of little farm strips, and as far as approximately 7, he flew with Raven 6 in Gene Viper some years ago, and he's flown the displayed Strikemasters, Hunters, Vampire Stands, the L-29 and the L-39, and he's the only team member who admits to being helicopter qualified. He's got around 1,200 hours, but you may well have heard of him as a pretty well-known and pretty competent Welsh rugby player as well. So welcome to you all. A real pleasure to fly. A little bit difficult to see them out there at the distance, isn't it? They're right against the white fluffy cloud as well. Here they're coming in now, 3, Ravens 1, 2 and 3 for the line abreast, stall turn. And then with Sid just calling rudder go, they just put in a big boot of rudder and then simultaneously all dive towards the ground in perfect control. And here they come, they've all got back in time, which is fantastic. Now it's hard work now, so I've done it myself with a 6-ship display team. And it's very hard, but certainly the last man to get in right in time for crowd center. And there we go. Excellent work, guys. And there you have it. The Team Raven Twiddle. What a pleasure. What a super is their last manoeuvre of today. Tell your friends, get them here tomorrow. We're ready now for the Team Raven fan break. Flying aircraft today is Mark Petrie, he's an ex-Royal Air Force fast jet pilot, and he currently flies the Boeing for British Air. And here he is now. Really super slippery. It was an advanced fighter in its heyday, of course, but it really follows on from the most extraordinary development of the hunting Percival Provost. This jet Provost introduced by BAC, a jet-powered trainer, used by the Royal Air Force from 1955 right through to 1993. I trained on the Mark III version myself, and it was a real pleasure to fly, albeit sometimes say variable noise, constant speed. The Viper wasn't quite as good engine. Viper was introduced. They also introduced the ejector seats and short strengthened version of the tactical undercarriage as well. And then the development went through to the pressurized T5. The T51 itself was an armed export version, but this is a combat derivative of the JP5 and had considerable export success all over the world. It was successfully flown in combat, including the Oman-Yemeni wars. Very tough aircraft, got an armoured cockpit, and the vulnerable single but robust Rolls-Royce Viper engine and manual flying controls. It's 29th year now, so pretty lengthy service. Prior to being a civilian commercial pilot, Mark flew with the Chipmunk, the Provost, the Hawk, the Phantom, the Tornado F3, and he's also co-owned and displayed the Mark 82A Strikemaster since 2004. He was actually born in Canada, but he moved to the UK in 1972 and has lived up in North Wales for the last 15 years or so. He's the director of the company who own and maintain this aircraft, and it is just a real pleasure to see it here today. The aircraft number was 425 and is referred to very much as the last of the many. The last Strikemaster, that is. Of course, it was originally intended to fulfill one part of a contract to supply 10 to the Sudan. However, due to an arms embargo, only 3 of the aircraft ever got delivered. And 3 completed airframes were kept in water and occasionally flown before being sold to Ecuador to their Air Force a couple of years later. The remaining airframes were all unfinished, and all the major components that had been built were placed in storage at British Aerospace's Bournemouth factory. Coming in for a level flight pass now, you see the relatively clean lines of what was an early design of jet aircraft, and going relatively sedately down the fly line here. You see also pretty reasonable visibility from that slightly raised canopy cockpit as well. So each pilot, each aircraft has its own story. Mark showing off the line. So manoeuvrability extremely well here. A really super afternoon for flying. To get to the top of the loop, and as soon as you get to the top of the loop, most pilots look over their heads to ensure that they can see everything down below, and of course ahead of them when they come out the other side. start and finish your loop in very much the same position. So it was 2004 that Mark eventually completed the negotiations with his new company, the North Wales Military Aviation Services, when they acquired the aircraft, dismantled it, shipped it back to the UK.
In this left-hand turn. At the front of the formation is Red 1, squadron leader David Montenegro. It's David's third and final year as the team leader. He's a former Hawk flying instructor and Tornado F3 air defence pilot. He first joined the Red Arrows back in 2009 and left the team in 2011, having led the Synchro pair. He then went to instruct on the Tucano before coming back to lead the Red Arrows. Looking down towards Torquay now, you'll see the red, white and blue is on. This is Phoenix. Reds 8 and 9 now pitching up from the outside to roll back to the back of the formation and to Red 7's aircraft as they switch their blue and red smoke off. On the right hand wing of the leader is the first of our new pilots this year. He's Red 2, Flight Lieutenant Toby Keeley. Toby started his career as a Tornado GR4 pilot, more recently has been flying the Hawk T-Mark II, the new version of this Hawk on which we teach our advanced flying training. Over to the right now, you'll see we've formed the shape of an aircraft, specifically a Spitfire, and we've introduced it in the display this year to celebrate the 60th anniversary of the Royal Air Force's Battle of Britain Memorial Flight. So now in from the right, this is the Spitfire roll. Of course, the Spitfire, famous for the Battle of Britain, but we can't forget its other sister, the Hurricane. We'll talk more about the Hurricane later on. But there we go, upside down at 2,500 feet in the shape of the Spitfire. On the leader's left wing is the next of our new pilots. He is Red 3, Flight Lieutenant Dan Rose. Dan's career in the Royal Air Force has been on the Typhoon, which you'll see displayed later on. And more recently, Dan has been on number 41 Squadron, the Test and Evaluation Squadron for the Typhoon. And it's Dan's first ever public display. And he's being watched today by his family, so he's up. Here you go, 8 and 9 with the red and blue smoke. Hard to keep the rolls going around the rest of the formation as they finish in this left-hand turn. The smoke goes off. Now you'll see Reds 2, 3, 4 and 5 drop from Red 1's wing to Red 7's wing at the very back of the formation as Reds 8 and 9 tuck in behind. Continuing the left-hand turn, they're going to form the shape of that fabulous feat of British engineering, the very much loved Concorde. So, cameras ready, continuing this left-hand turn. Get your cameras ready as we present Concorde. He just said he's going for the flat display. So they're going to continue this right-hand turn in concourse and set up for our trademark shape, which is diamond. At the top of the formation, we see red 5. Now we have a returning pilot back to the team this year. He's been a former Red Arrows pilot in the past. Red 5 is Flight Lieutenant Chris Lyndon Smith. He's a Tornado pilot and Hawk instructor. He first joined the Red Arrows in 2011 and he's come back as Red 5 this year. So 9 headlights coming towards you in diamond.
Coming right now.
Presenting our trademark shape with all 9 smokes on. This is diamond. What you do get in the flat show that you don't get in the full and rolling shows is this next formation. Red 1 has just called the pilots into dagger, so you'll see Reds 4 and 5 move into line abreast on 2 and 3. Reds 8 and 9 are tucking into line astern on Reds 6 and 7. So you have 4 aircraft on the leader's wing and 4 aircraft following the leader. So this is dagger. They're about to present the smoke as they complete the first part of the flat display. We're starting the second part of our display with the detonator. There go Enid. Jippo's colour smoke is on. Keep your eyes on those 4 jets. Started his career as an instructor on the Tucano, back displayed the Tucano in 2010 and then moved on to fly the Typhoon before joining the Red Arrows. That's him on the right with the smoke, followed by Red 8 looking left. Smoke on is Red 7, chased down by number 9. Closing at 820 miles an hour now. Get the cameras ready for the fabulous Jippo Pass. From the left is Red 9. He's going to fly through this V now in what we call the Goose. Pitching up through the V there is Red 9. 6. They're about to split in the vortex. They're now ascending to just 100 feet above the sea. Their closing speed is around 800 miles an hour as they're going to perform the opposition barrel rolls. To swing the jets out like now you'll see Reds 2 and 4 on the left-hand side, Reds 3 and 5 on the right-hand side, which is the opposite way around to their normal positions. They want to swap back to their normal side, so they're going to do it like this in the slalom. Now the 5 pilots are needed, press the red smoke buttons as they present battle formation. Now 2 and 4 on the right, 3 and 5 on the left in their normal positions. Each of the jets can carry 5 minutes of white smoke and a minute each of red and blue. Keep looking to the right hand side now. Here comes Jippo for a fabulous take on a crowd favourite manoeuvre, one of my favourite manoeuvres. So coming in from the right. Hurricane! To our left-hand side. Now this is the revolution.
Rolling now. Rolling now. Rolling now. Coming right now.
Pilots there performing a full left-hand control movement on Red 1's command, so they roll the jet very rapidly around this longitudinal axis, what we call an aileron roll. Now, looking straight ahead, here comes Jippo. Coloured smoke is on, 8 and 9 rolling around 6 and 7. They then roll. Cameras ready. This is the Jippo break. So, synchro descending to 100 feet, ready for the double rolls. Back down to 100 feet either side of the bay. We need to look to the left-hand side now to find Enid. The inside pilots pitching to the outside as they fly the matched rollbacks. Cole Tyson opposing 360-degree 6G turns. Cameras ready for the synchro pair and the carousel. Pulling 6G, the pilots are working very hard in the cockpit now. Their G-suits are inflated around their legs to stop the blood pooling in their feet. They're working hard not to black out. They swap their smoke colour at the back, and as they come around the front, please Torbay, put your hands together for the synchro pair. Now we see Red 1's red smoke come on as he pitches up to draw the mathematical symbol for infinity around the rest of the formation. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the infinity break. You've been watching the Royal Air Force aerobatic team, the Red Arrows. Happy birthday for this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Royal Air Force aerobatic team, the Red Arrows!
absolutely stunning and beautiful. Catalina, looking resplendent as the sun glints off the lovely white paintwork of this glorious machine. Brought to you today by Plain Sailing Air Displays Limited, this PBY 5A Catalina flying boat. Has got over 25 years experience in the airshow. It's owned by a syndicate of just 20 shareholders, both pilots and non-pilots, giving an unusual opportunity to own an affordable piece of classic aviation history. What you're seeing here now is arguably the most famous and successful flying boat ever. Certainly there are more of these built than any other flying boat type, with 3,281 in North America, just over a score in Russia. Produced in both flying boat and amphibious versions. At various times during this display you will see the deployment of the float winglets on the edges of the wings there, and of course the undercarriage as well. Operating out of Duxford, itself a famous airfield. These aircraft were used in virtually all the theatres of operation in World War II and by the Allied Air Forces and the US Navy. They were used for anti-submarine warfare, coastal patrol, convoy escort and air-sea rescue. Daring do and bravery and courage from these crews. They can loiter literally for hours and hours and hours, looking very much like the albatross, and operating far out to sea. Wasn't just spotting and the like, but of course the essential recovery of downed airmen, frequently coming under attack and fire themselves whilst rescuing other wounded pilots. Catalina was, it's known as the PBY, unsurprisingly, amongst the US Navy guys. It was involved in the attack on Pearl Harbor and the interception of the Japanese invasion force on its way to Ceylon. Its rugged usefulness, it also reflects certainly for me the romanticism of those early flying boats and reminiscence of the days when, of course, international travel was also very much reliant on the flying boat service. Surface Catalina served with numerous military and commercial operators around the world and found new leases of life as forest-fire water bombers, survey aircraft and air display staff. Today there are around 14 or 15 airworthy samples around the world, of which this one, Golf Papa Bravo Yankee Alpha, is very much the most active. And you see those little floating little winglets that just help give that stability on the ocean. This now well in its 70s, this aircraft built by Canadian Vickers at Cartierville in Quebec for the Royal Canadian Air Force in the autumn of 1943. Canto A, as the Canadians called it. During the Second World War, it was involved in hunting enemy submarines, patrolling day and night along the coast of Western Canada. The post-war it was used briefly as a freighter before joining a search and rescue flight where it served until finally being sold in 1961. A really elegant, grand lady of both sea and air, this aircraft, meticulously kept and brilliantly flown and displayed, now by Plain Sailing Air Displays. Was transferred onto the civilian register, converted into a water bomber fighting forest fires. Like so many of these old aircraft, it takes a band of dedicated and enthusiastic volunteers to really get a grip of this, and you see it coming in from the left-hand side now with its gear deployed. Of course, this enabling it to land on both sea and air. All engines on flying boats always tend to be very high, of course, to protect against salt water ingestion. And there she goes into the wild blue yonder. As the Provost was more capable, I mentioned one of the early jet aircraft. Well, it was for that aircraft that these students on this aircraft, they would have gone on to fly, and they're putting very neat manoeuvre for you at Crown Centre. Because if you qualified on this aircraft, then you went straight on to the de Havilland Vampire.
As you say, you're going to get to time.
So some of you may be familiar, the Provost also supplies many of the university air squadrons. It's really the top of the tree of the Provost family. Coming in now a little lower, you see how he's brought the entire air display down, and a little bit of cross controlling here so he can see you, you can see him. Do give him a wave, wave you boys and girls, because he can see you very, very clearly. Well, here it is. Step inside the world of Gerald Cooper. This aircraft has one of the highest roll rates of any aerobatic aircraft in the world. 450 degrees a second. An amazing G-band. He will be pulling G up in the region of plus 10 and certainly minus 6 or 7 as well. Snapping rolls, flick rolling, tumbling and diving, and all doing it in a very, very tight environment. Keep your eyes fixed. He does a knife edge climb with a couple of flicks at the top, and I can assure you, you have to be very, very fit indeed. If you met Gerald, you'd meet a fairly strong and robust individual. He keeps very fit because the G pressures are absolutely enormous. You often hear this about racing drivers on the F1 circuit, but it's no different. This is the high performance F1N of aerobatic flying. Designed to present well to aerobatic judges. It's immensely strong. It ensures the pilot can focus on the complexities of flight without concern. Ideal aircraft do those snap rolls right up to a speed of 174 knots. You get maximum aileron deflection between 50 and 225 knots, so you've always got a majestic and tremendous rate of roll, regardless of whatever you're doing with the aircraft. Another nice edge climb here off to your right hand side. Then a little flick. Then, oh, and now he's going to basically hold it on the power and the, oh no, he's tipped it over the top. We thought we were going to go into some gyroscopic maneuvers there. We're literally just using the propeller to hang it in the sky. It's a strong but lightweight airplane this. Also relatively quiet. It's ideal to flex a pilot's imagination, putting in a number of rolls there. Absolutely extraordinary. And then going the other way so fast. Now you think it's probably a little bit upsetting times just to go over the hump of a railway bridge as you're driving down the road. Well, he's doing about 20 of those every 5 seconds, so it's an extraordinary display this. There's the little Nelly, and this is exactly the same sort of family, although this is a modern variant of those earlier autogyros. The rotor you see on the top is not being driven, actually. It's acting more like a windmill. So if a helicopter lost its engine or something, then it goes into the sort of sycamore leaf configuration. But to get this machine airborne, it's a little propeller on the back which is actually driving. Oh, that's wonderful, isn't it? He's going down into his spiral manoeuvre, and the great thing is it's so light and relatively slow that you notice that he can come in much, much closer to us as well. But it's the forward speed of this machine which is actually driving the rotor, which then gives it the control to go up and down, if that makes sense. I'll probably explain this terribly straight, but that is how it works. So if you see it taking off from a runway, the propeller starts up first, and then literally within seconds, as the air goes through the rotor blade, you can just tweak the stick and it will take off. And just look at the agility that Peter is showing off here. He is already in the receipt of a huge number of flying awards. They won't go through them all, but he's got a gold Calibri for achievements in a microlight. He was up in the top 5 of the World Microlight Championships. He has the distance record in a microlight. He even in fixed-wing aircraft won an around-the-world air race many years ago. He's taken part in the World Air Games. He's got a huge amount of background. He's one of the most senior flying instructors of autogyros in the country as well, and he's been flying gyroplanes for over 20 years. So it's a tandem seat. Remember I was talking about tandem seats as opposed to side by side, so somebody else can sit behind it, or he can sit behind you if you were flying it. And it was designed in Germany in 2009 as basically a comfortable touring aircraft. You can imagine it's not even expensive to run either. It's even got cabin heat and a fully adjustable seat as well, so you can get really comfy in this too. This one was certified in the UK relatively recently in 2011, and over 1,000 of these are now flying worldwide. Light aircraft as well, just 3 heights, 2 fighters, 1 Hurricane, 1 Spitfire from the Battle of Britain. Well, we have two very special aircraft here today. A Spitfire Mark IIA P7350, one of the probably most venerable, if not the most venerable aircraft in the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight Collection. Flown today by Squadron Leader Andy Milliken, who is the officer commanding the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight. And the other aircraft, the Mark IIC Hurricane Lima Fox 363, flown today by Wing Commander Stu Smiley. Produced in greater numbers than any other British combat aircraft before or since the war. An incredible 20,341 Spitfires were built in 22 different variants, and the aircraft remained in production for 12 years. Prototype's maiden flight took place on the 5th of March 1936. The Mark I Spitfires entered Royal Air Force service with number 19 Squadron in August 1938. Is affectionately known in the squadron as the 14th of 11,939 Spitfires, which were built at the Castle Bromwich Shadow Factory. The 14th to fly will be delivered to the Royal Air Force. Flown by the famous test pilot Alex Henshaw, for commemorating two other pilots. On the port side of this aircraft is embellished the name of Geoffrey Wellham, again another famous fighter of the Battle of Britain, and on the right hand side Ken Wilkinson. You can read their stories, all popular in the aviation press, and remarkable stories they are of bravery and courage. The development potential of the original design allowed the Spitfire to establish and then maintain the air superiority so vital to the defence of Britain, and to keep pace with the improvements and performance of enemy fighters throughout World War II. Spitfires fought in every operational theatre of the war and remained in Royal Air Force frontline service right up until 1954. And at the end of this development, the Spitfire carried an extraordinary array of achievements. An engine producing more than twice the power of the original. Maximum takeoff weight and rate of climb had more than doubled. Spitfire from the left. And Squadron Leader Milliken will hand over the sky to Wing Commander Stu Smiley. Lima Fox 363.
This one's different.
Designed and built for war. It was at the forefront of Britain's defence in 1940. Brainchild of Sir Sidney Cam, who commenced the work on this aircraft in 1934, the prototype Hurricane made its maiden flight in November 1935 Deliveries to the Royal Air Force commenced just before Christmas 1937 to 111 Squadron at Norfolk, just 8 months ahead of the first Spitfire. The Hurricane was the first British monoplane 8-gun fighter, the first Royal Air Force aircraft to exceed 300 miles an hour in level flight, and the first production fighter with a retractable main undercarriage. In the hands today, Wing Commander Stu Smiley, 363 commemorating 2 other famous pilots, Tom Neal and Paul Fox. The names I mentioned today being the last survivors of the Battle of Britain, and of course the flight itself commemorating its 60th anniversary year this year. During the Battle of Britain, Royal Air Force Fighter Command fielded more Hurricanes than Spitfires, and unsurprisingly therefore Hurricanes achieved a similarly greater proportion of combat skills during the battle. Amazing 14,533 Hurricanes were built in total. The aircraft serves operationally on every day throughout hostilities, in every operational theatre and in many roles. At the end of World War II in 1945, Hurricanes were still in the front line, helping to ensure final victory in the Far East. Now I hear the pilots chatting to each other in the background. They have tanné on each other. That's a famous call, of course, to ensure that they see the other person. Once that they've got eyes on each other, they will be able to join up together for their final flight path. Classic slow victory roll.
In that formation, please welcome the 2017 ladies and they'll be pulling up into the Manta Loop. This is Ben's first year leading the display team, and just a quick shout out to his parents that are here. Hello. The team now in card formation. As they pull up, planes 1 and 4 will perform opposition stall turns, and 3 and 2 push over to create the champagne fountain, a great photo opportunity. And if you haven't already followed us on social media, we're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and Vimeo. It'd be great to see all your photos and videos from today. We had a great amount from last week's Buzzford, so please do share. The team now preparing for the crossfire break, our first break of the display. And before they cross now, they are close to the speed of 350 miles per hour. To perform snap rolls, the pilots completely stall one wing so that they can turn really quickly. And left and right now, place 1 and 4. Approaching will perform aileron rolls or crossing in the middle of the display line, so there's 1B4 cross. And as they pull up into the verticals, form the paired tail slide, in which they will fall backwards through their own smoke. It's time for Blake 4, Mark's first solo of the routine. He will perform a series of hesitation rolls before pulling up into the loop, experiencing -5 feet. traffic control before joining the RAF in 1990. He flew the Jaguar whilst he was in the Air Force. He was also in the Reds for 3 years and was the previous leader of the plane for 5. He's now performed the launcher a check word that means head over or hand over, as I'm sure you can appreciate why. And approaching from the left, we have blades 1, 2 and 3 forming a series of twinkle rolls, demonstrating the roll capability of the XG300, the aircraft they're flying. And because he is working really hard to get back here, he performs the corkscrew around 1, 2 and 3 smoke. He gets to rotate 420 degrees in 1 second, which is quite amazing. The Blades have 4 partners this year. For a 3rd year running, our title partner is Aerobatic, a company that specialises in providing world-leading flight safety software. Our other partners include Belcom Cables, Lee Cables and the RAF Benevolent Fund. This next manoeuvre is dedicated to our title sponsor. You will see the blade pull up into the loop. As they come back down, they will perform the aerobatic box bend, a brilliant photo opportunity. You may have noticed a lovely red Aston Martin on in the display today. We are proudly supporting the RAF Benevolent Fund this year and their campaign to raise money for £7 for this car. £20 per ticket. Please do go see the ground team. It's for a great cause and it's a fantastic Red Arrows inspired Aston Martin. As leader Ben Murphy has just called line of breath for my favourite manoeuvre next. The blades pull up into the vertical and all will still turn to your left. This is the hammerhead. Like I said, this is Ben Murphy's 1st year leading the team, and what a job he has done already. We returned from China at the beginning of May, where we were crowned World Aerobatic Formation Champions, which was absolutely amazing. The team are now in line of stern formation, ready for the Spitfire roll, a manoeuvre dedicated to the Battle of Britain. Then begins the manoeuvre. Each pilot will wait for the aircraft in front of them to hit 45 degrees before beginning their roll behind them. Blades were performed in 2006 by ex-RAF pilots Andy Otter and Chris Norton. They're part of a parent company called 2XL Aviation, which has various primary business streams other than the blades. Andy Otter and Chris Norton also ex-Red Arrow pilots, as are all the blade pilots. Again, please do get your cameras at the ready. This next manoeuvre is our most photographed. The team will come from the left and they will perform a manoeuvre called Crazy. Blades 4 marked up at the back will become inverted and blades 1, 2 and 3 will be hammered hard on the rudder to fly sideways for this utterly unique manoeuvre. Here is Crazy.
I just did that.
And straight into the next manoeuvre, Blade 3 Kirsty Murphy's favourite manoeuvre, Whirlpool. a 1980s Friday today, the fan break. And they're pulling up now. And again, keep your eyes on the left and right, plays 2 and 3 second pairs work. They're putting up now for the pairs launch back. Airtime are drawn away from each other. Please do share all your photos and videos on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. We'd love to see them all. Blade 1 and 4 are pulling up again. They're going to fly a half leap and roll out when they get to the top. Then they will throw the tail over the front of the engine for this gyroscopic maneuver. And that was the twin tumbles. And in the distance, blades 2 and 3, barrel rolling. We would usually have a half-an-hour display here dedicated to the RN Finesse Fund, but unfortunately the weather hasn't allowed for it today. Kirsty Murphy is blade 3 position, and they come back here, crossed in the middle of the display line for you. Performing snaps. And to your 1 o'clock, you'll see blades 1, 2 and 3 about to perform the using Gatling. Blades 2 and 3 barrel rolling around blade 1. Kirsty Murphy blade 3 is trying to match blade 2 and top mantles on each roll here. Smoke on.
Well, thank you very much, Andy.
And here is the 2017 Typhoon display.
Turbojet engine producing 14,000 pounds quick reaction alerts, Typhoon standard media readiness to protect United Kingdom airspace and also down in the Northern Islands as well. It's not just an outstanding air defence fighter, the aircraft also proved instrumental in peacekeeping missions over Libya during Operation Eleni. Extremes of G pressures. Pilots virtually wearing a full bodysuit this phase with chest. Display, and a head-up display is also provided together with a helmet-mounted display as well, so you're getting lots of information through digital channels, and this of course absolutely essential so that he can fly hands-on stick and throttle. Slowing the aircraft down now, coming back to about 120 miles an hour in a high angle of attack, and this just showing this slow speed versatility in addition to the stream speed that these aircraft can absolutely achieve. Of course, we have the speed limits in UK up and down the coast of to 35,000 feet of Mach 1.5 in just 2.5 minutes. Absolutely extraordinary, undertaking G-forces up to +9 and -3, and with a maximum altitude of 55,000 feet. A truly remarkable machine. You can of course talk to the team representing the Typhoon force on here, and you can chat about careers in the Royal Air Force as well. Coming in now, fast and furious at low level. Of happy birthday to him, so hopefully from all the crowd, please get going, please get ready to sing that a little bit later on in the show.
the speed and maneuverability of this machine makes it an excellent battlefield helicopter. The 2017 Chinook display captain is Flight Lieutenant Andy Smith, an 18 Squadron instructor. He joined the RAF in 2006 and was posted to Royal Air Force Odium to fly Chinooks in 2010. Since arriving on the Chinook Force, he has taken part in numerous exercises around the world and has completed 4 op-herring tours in Afghanistan. As the aircraft moves away to our left, watch as the nose comes up and completes a pedal turn to the left. This manoeuvre is used to turn the aircraft quickly, dissipating high energy and allowing the aircraft to turn with a minimal footprint. The Chinook was the mainstay battlefield helicopter for the British forces in Iraq and Afghanistan. With its heavy lift capability, even during the hottest of summers, it delivered much needed stores, emergency resupplies, in addition to conducting CASEVAC missions and air assaults, fully integrating into the multinational NATO force. The aircraft is now flown down the crown line as the nose is pulled up to perform the roller coaster. Joining Andy today is Flight Lieutenant Ed Peverell. Ed joined the Royal Air Force in July 2007. Since joining the 18 Squadron, he's deployed to the USA, Italy, Portugal, Sweden, Poland, and Germany. The aircraft now moves away to our right and will pull up for an offset wing over. The aircraft closes in and the distinctive rotor noise gets louder. This is the rhythmic blade slap that thousands of British and coalition troops call the sound of freedom, as a Chinook comes to recover a casualty from the point of injury or deliver needed supplies like ammunition, spares, food and water to the front line. The Chinook is now turned away to perform a 60-degree offset wing over at crowd center. Air Force, the Chinook is operated in support of all 3 services and often the platform of choice due to its large cabin, carrying 40 fully armed troops, sometimes with quad bikes, trailers or other all-terrain vehicles. It can quickly be rolled as a casualty evacuation aircraft. 2 of the 3 hooks are visible on the underside. These are used to undersling combinations of netted supplies, up to 10-ton ISO containers, vehicles, artillery guns, and even, as proved in anger, another Chinook. As the aircraft climbs for a wing over to position for a crowd center nose over, get your cameras ready for a great picture of the aircraft. The display you see today really shows how maneuverable this extremely large helicopter is. Much of the display is born out of tactical maneuvers. Spent a significant time training for ship-based operations, where the Chinook is able to project amphibious assaults and resupplies both to and from the unforgiving maritime environment. Environmental training is key to the deployment of forces in maritime, desert and Arctic climates across the globe. Watch now as the crew will fly a low-level 360-degree orbit, giving the chance to really hear the fabulous sound of the Chinook blade slap and get an outstanding plan view of the aircraft. As one of the largest battlefield helicopters, these maneuvers showcase the Chinook's excellent maneuverability, especially in the tactical low-level environment. Sideways along the crowd line. Ed
the aircraft cabin today is Sergeant James Ashwell. Ash joined the Air Force in 1985 as an air defence technician and retrained as an aerobatic in 1997. He's deployed over 40 times, including Iraq, Afghanistan, Bosnia and Falkland Islands, amassing an extremely impressive 4,000 flying hours. You can see Ash on the ramp. Give him a huge wave as he passes to show your support. We're going to strike up the band, and as he passes, please join me in singing a rendition of Happy Birthday. After 3, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ash. Happy birthday to you. I hope I wasn't on my own on that.
The band played along with it. Did you hear the band? Fantastic stuff. That was great.
That was all queued up. The Chinook is As the aircraft is now flown around a 30-degree offset wing over, the crew will fly a flat 270-degree turn to attack ground centre, stopping using the nose-down quick stop in front of you. Our aeropodium is home to over 2,200 personnel of all trades, including air traffic, engineers, armourers and logistics personnel, to name but a few, all dedicated to supporting global and national commitments. Royal Air Force Odium remains ready to respond to national and global events at a moment's notice, with personnel and aircraft on permanent readiness. Supporting the display aircraft this year, we have a team of 20 engineers. 6 of them accompany us to each display. Let's show them our appreciation for all their hard work in getting the aircraft in front of you today. Big round of applause for the engineers, please. As the crew now perform their final manoeuvre, please give them a huge round of applause. Gentlemen, the 2017 Royal Air Force Chinook display team. It has been our pleasure to display for you here today at Torbay. Thank you, take care, stay safe and enjoy the rest of the day. From all of us at Royal Air Force Odium, see you next time. Thank you for your support.
Well, I think we really enjoyed that, Sooty. Absolutely devastatingly impressive machine this. I think we just love seeing the Chinook at air displays all around the country. Really, really mighty machine indeed. Fantastic. And I think we all very much appreciate the work that's being done around the different operational theatres that you and your team are involved